Hey guys, Love Burns is back. Welcome to my show. So let's just kick it right off and get right into it. My sister actually is the one who gave me the idea for tonight's show on what to talk about, and that is basically I do what I want. A lot of people were, not a lot of people, but some people were sending her a picture saying, "Hey, did you see what your sister did?" Yeah, my siblings knew. They knew probably ahead of time that, and it was no shock to them when they found out that I decided to put a billboard ad up. And I kind of gave you guys an idea that I was going to do something big, but maybe some of you didn't think I was going to go that extreme. But I was like, you know what? You only live once. What is the saying? YOLO? I was like, screw it. It's going to be cool. I think it's funny. I thought it looked great. And it just ran for 24 hours. It wasn't that big of a deal. It'll get people talking, and that's kind of what I was looking forward to, is that getting people to be like, what's Love Burns? And maybe look it up and see what it's all about. So yeah, I did that. And then who knows, maybe like 6 months down the road or a few months or something, I'll run it again. But I thought it was pretty cool. And I need to be open to doing extravagant things like that, because I am putting myself out there already for the world to see. Someday a lot of people might watch my videos, and they'll get to know me and have things to say. But it's Tuesday, and I worked at Dakota Chappie today, but this last weekend I got some miles on my bike. I took it to roll my bike to Bismarck, which was nice. We had a beautiful Friday was really beautiful to ride in, and came back on Saturday. So that was cool. Last week I became an auntie for the 18th time. So while my siblings and my friends and cousins and everybody that I know, while they're having kids, here's Misty like doing her thing, her solo thing, her Love Burns thing, and this is kind of like, I wouldn't say my kid, but this is what's going on exciting in my life, is my YouTube channel. So I may get repetitive and I may talk about it a lot, but it's really important to me, and I'm very grateful that everybody is like super supportive. So I just wanted to get that out there and say thanks to everybody. And I'm really excited about my new niece. So 18 that makes now. And of course it was a surprise to all of us because this is their third girl. So congratulations to them. She's a cutie. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. So the fact that I do what I want, it's true. Like for everything, when I was growing up in high school, I had 3 younger siblings, at home, and I always used to say, when I'm 18, I'm out of here, because it was hard because we're so close in age and we fought a lot. So my siblings are just not used to me because I do what I want. But one of the things, maybe this makes sense, I don't know, but when I was younger, I started to, and this kind of goes back to on the whole independence thing too, but I started to play the flute. I think it was like 2nd or 3rd grade or whatever. And I remember that my band teacher, he sent us all home with an assignment to learn a song and come back the next day and play it. Well, I came back and I even went home and I practiced and I still was struggling with this song. Well, he made me cry the next day in front of all the students in my class because I messed up or I didn't have it down. I can't really remember. It's a little fuzzy because it was so long ago, but I remember that after that, like, The fact that he made me cry kind of embarrassed me. Of course, that I've always been like a little on the emotional side, anyways. But I went home and I seriously annoyed my family and played that flute and practiced and practiced and practiced. And the first year, or maybe it was the second year, I became like the most improved band student. I won that award. And then the next year, I think it was sixth grade, I became the best band student. And then I just still kept at it, kept practicing in high school. Um, I moved to Bull Bells because I grew up in Michigan, and it was a lot smaller school, smaller band. And then there was a time where I lived in Kentucky when I was a sophomore in high school. I went to live there for a short period of time. And this was when it was like a huge band, like way bigger than I was even used to. And I was playing my piccolo, and it was a new song. I was reading music. I was sitting next to the first piccolo player, and I played through a rest, and the whole entire band like had rested for it, and I played through, and the conductor like stopped the band, and here, or the band director, here I was the one that was right and the whole band was wrong. So everybody kind of became, they knew who I was, that I was this new student, blah blah blah, like right away. And I got that whole experience of playing, in this band. Well, then came back to North Dakota. I even applied for a scholarship, and that's how I ended up at Minot State, which I think I told you guys that. But it all started from when I was a little kid and with my teacher making me cry, and that's what kind of gave me that motivation to keep at it and keep practicing, keep doing it, because someday, it will pay off in the end. And it's basically like a life lesson, in a sense, because it taught me to never give up on myself. And I just want to share that story with you because it made me think, like, I do what I want. Well, I when I start something, I stick to it. Like, I don't want to say I'm a quitter, because I've never been a quitter. And it goes the same with the oil field. When I first told my parents and my family that I'd gotten a job in the oil field, it was a surprise. They're like, my mom was super excited, my dad was excited, my brother said I wouldn't last 3 months, and then a year later I became a supervisor, and I worked really hard, and here I am like 9 years, I don't even know. I started in 2010, so I guess it'll be, but, I'm probably not the best. I'm definitely not as good as most of the guys, but I try hard, and I continue to excel and work on things. Maybe not excel. I don't know how to say it, but I don't give up, I guess is what I'm getting at. And when I start something, I stick to it. So guess what? I started this YouTube thing. I'm freaking going full force. I'm going to stick to it. I do what I want. People are probably going to judge me, and I've talked about this before, and I'm not going to let that get to me, but I think this is a really exciting, good thing for me right now in my life. Like, I'm in my 30s, I'm 34, and when I look back, I'm like, what did I do with my life in my 20s? I accomplished a lot in my 20s. I went to school, I bought a house, I started a good job. I started being able to afford things, and every day we're growing we're growing into ourselves every day. And looking back, I don't think I'm ever gonna regret this, and I think it's cool. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, is that I do what I want. And another quick thing I want to talk about, just to go back, is the whole house thing. This is what happened yesterday. I'm like, gosh darn it. Actually, I wasn't saying darn it. I was more like, damn it. Why do I have to be a homeowner? Like, ever since I bought a house when I was 25, well, every little thing to being a homeowner is, like my hot water heater. I had to replace that last year. I've done a lot of updates, a lot of remodeling on my house, and I have to pay somebody to do it because I don't have the time, and I don't really know how to do a lot of things. But now I have a problem. I need like a freaking exterminator or something, because I keep finding these weird, ugly bugs all over my house. And sometimes they're alive, sometimes they're dead. They're really ugly. I don't know what they are, but I don't know where they're coming from because I just remodeled the inside of my house last year, and I just was like, what the heck? This sucks because now I got to figure all that out. But anyways, that's the part of doing what I want. I got into this house and I've just been trekking along and doing things on my own, and I'm gonna just, I learned from it. I'm gonna have to get some help on this bug situation because I can't even find where they're coming from. So yeah, and I don't like to, I don't want to tell a lot of people about this ugly bug because it's like, I don't know, I don't even know. I don't want to scare people away from coming over, but I find at least one or two a day. And it's nothing like ants are bad. I've had that problem before, but anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys, my whole bug situation and the house situation. It comes with a lot of other things, I have a freaking broken toilet too that I need to replace a toilet. I am not replacing my toilet, so I need a plumber. And I have like a new sink fixture, and I've tried to tighten it on my own, but it needs like a lot. I don't know. Like, I should be able to figure these things out. Maybe it's I don't want to take the time to do it. I don't know. Who knows? And now it's summertime, so that comes with like weeds and the lawn. My neighbor has apple trees, and I feel really bad because I had those trimmed back, but I was so tired of these apples in my yard, and it was just just something I had to do. But okay, I'm gonna stop rambling about my house because I could go on and on about stuff about that. I just wanted to talk about my, that I'm gonna stick to this and I do what I want. And that goes along with pretty much everything. I might not ever, I don't know. I could still own a flute and piccolo, and I love to go to the symphony. It's like, gosh, Misty, you need to get back into it. But that's a lot of work too, and right now is not the right time. But okay, I'm gonna end this because it's getting along and I'm starting to ramble. And it's nice outside, so I'm gonna go and maybe sit outside and have a drink and enjoy my days off for another day. And I will see you guys on Thursday, where I wanted to do a little special since it's gonna be Mother's Day this next weekend. And so I thought it would be a fun time to do it and talk about affection, which is really important to us. So I shouldn't say important to us. I'm not that affectionate of a person. I think I've talked about this before, but I want to give a shout out to my mom. So I will do all of that on Thursday, and I will see you guys then. And thanks for watching. And subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. I think that's what you guys do on YouTube. And it's been fun. So bye for now. See ya.